Hi, it's Leah and welcome to the Relaxed Gal Beauty channel. I wanted to do a video that I haven't done before. I've actually done a blog post about this. It was probably about 2 years ago, but some things have changed since then, and so I wanted to do a video to share with you what I have in my makeup bag. Alright, so I'm going to open this puppy up and I'm going to share with you what's inside. Okay, so I'm just going to start pulling stuff out of my makeup bag, no specific order of these things, and just pulling it out as I go. But first thing that I pulled out here are my eyeshadow palettes, and they are from Maybelline, if you can see that. They are from the nudes collection. I've got the 24K nudes, and then I've got the regular nudes. And I like both of these because they're nudes, they're natural. And if you've noticed, I like very natural looking neutral makeup. I don't like a lot of bright flashy colors. It's just not me. I like to bring out the bright and flashy in my jewelry or my clothes. So that's why I like these two palettes. I mix and match. I don't particularly stay with one. I may like, today I'm wearing like the purple from this one and then some of the lighter browns from this one. So it just depends on what I'm wearing and how I feel that day. But one thing that I have started doing is I stopped wearing a lot of the darker shades because I had been doing, when I first got, this is the first palette I got, I had been doing a lot of the smoky eye, and I decided to stop. I wanted to lighten everything up. I'm now wearing those darker colors as eyeliners. I read that in, I think it was Lauren Conrad's blog about using eyeshadow for eyeliner. And I was like, that's so smart. And so that's how I'm able to use those darker colors, since I'm not using them anymore, as eyeshadow. Okay, I'm gonna actually pull out two more things since I pulled this out. I have my foundations. This one is the Mary Kay Mineral Powder Foundation. I've actually written a few blog posts about this. I'll link those below. I really love this foundation, but I've been wearing the same color, Bronze 3, for years, and I think this color doesn't work for me. And because you have to buy this from like a consultant, and a consultant can help you figure out what your shade is, I'm like, that's just too much work. So I decided to go to Sephora and see if I could find a foundation. I think it's combination skin. I call it oily skin because I get oily in my T-zone, and it can get pretty bad. Like, you can even see a little bit here because I haven't fixed anything. But I needed something that was matte, and I found a foundation because I bought like, oh no, actually I bought them from Ulta. I bought like 4 or 5 different brands of foundations, and most of them didn't work. One of them I felt did, but it was the wrong shade. So I went to Sephora to get matched because they have that whole matching technology to find out which shade it was. And they figured out which shade I should be. They didn't have it in stock. So I asked if they had something else, and they had this Sephora brand. It's the Matte Perfection Powder Foundation, which is a mouthful. And my shade is 66 Mocha Spice. And if you see here, it's just a compact foundation. You got a nice little mirror up in there. And then there's also like a sponge underneath here, which, as you can see, I have not used a sponge. I have my own sponges that I prefer to use. And when I use the foundation, I just kind of, you know, you just pat it on. And it's got buildable coverage. It's a soft matte, which I think means it doesn't the oil in, because I don't feel it going with the oil. Like, I feel that when I have like super matte, when I've used super matte foundations, I felt that, and I don't feel it with this, but it works pretty well. I think the shade's definitely very natural for me. Oh, and speaking of oily skin, I've got this from Laura Geller. It's the Spackle Mattifying Primer, and I love this because it's oil control. Use it under your makeup, of course, right after you put on your moisturizer. And my mom has even oilier skin than I do, and she used it. I let her use it over our Thanksgiving when I was visiting with her, and she had it on for an entire day. We were actually in the car all day traveling from DC back to North Carolina where my parents live, and she looked in the mirror after we got home, and she had not like blotted or fixed anything during the day, and she was like, oh my goodness. She was really surprised at how well it worked. She took a picture of it. I told her she could get it at Ulta. I don't know if she's gotten it yet, but it worked for her, so it might work for you if you've got oily skin as well. One thing that might not work for you if you got oily skin, though, is this is the finishing powder that I've been using. It's from e.l.f. It's, I think it's their HD powder. It's actually kind of open. So as you see, it's supposed to be sheer, but it looks very white, and it looks very white in this camera, in this light. But it's a finishing powder. You just, you know, brush it on after you've done your makeup. I bought it, it was $6. I was looking for a new finishing powder, and I didn't read very well because this is not mattifying. It's not really for oily skin. It gives you a soft finish. I mean, my skin looks finished. It looks put together after I use it. I think after I finish using it, I'm probably not going to use this again. But I also have one other issue with it, is that it's not really sheer, it's white. When I put it on my skin, you can see like it looks like I have a slightly white mask on, but after probably like 10 to 15 minutes, it kind of settles in and it blends in with my skin, and it doesn't look bad. But if you have darker skin, just beware. If you try it, it might give you that white look. So it's not like you put it on and you're right out the door and out in the world, because you will look like, people look at you like, what's wrong with you? Another thing I have in here is this e.l.f. blush. It's in Plum. I'm not going to open it because it's messy. I don't use it this much, and it's probably about time I probably throw it away because it's probably almost at its expiration date. I've had it for a while. I've got this Nars Soft Matte Complete Concealer in Dark 2 or Cacao. I think that's how you pronounce it. I don't know. But I use it. I have some dark spots and stuff that I try to cover up, but I haven't really perfected the way to use concealer. Like, I've watched a few videos. I've read some instructions, and I don't know, I just have not gotten to the point where I feel like I do a good job putting on concealer to actually conceal something. So this was not a cheap purchase. So I don't know if I'm going to be buying it again because, like I said, I haven't figured out the whole concealer thing. And speaking of concealer, I will pull this out on purpose. This is the L'Oreal Infallible Pro Glow concealer. It's a liquid concealer. I actually bought it because I didn't read the difference between like stick or like pot concealers and then liquid concealers. Like, I didn't realize that you should use them for different things. Bad me, considering I'm a beauty blogger. Psh, who knew? But this is in Cacao. This is in cocoa, not cacao. Oh, it's cocoa, cacao. Okay, so it's supposed to be like similar, but if you look, I mean, this is two different brands and one is more expensive than the other, but there's a big difference in the color. Okay, this is lighter and this is a lot darker. So I know, or at least I thought I knew, that you know, you should have a slightly lighter concealer, particularly if you're trying to hide dark spots, which I have dark spots. It's like dark lines like down the side of my face. I have a dark thing. You can probably see it. Actually, I haven't covered it very well on my nose, and then some dark places up here on the bridge of my nose. And sometimes I get dark spots around the bottom of my mouth. So I wanted something that could help conceal it. This I sometimes will use underneath my foundation to kind of lighten up those dark spots. Okay, I've got a few other things in here I'm just going to pull out. They're my eye makeup. I've got here the e.l.f. Eyelid Primer. I really like this primer. It works well for only being $2. But I'm actually cutting back on some of the money that I'm trying to spend this year. So this is going to be one of the things that goes bye-bye, because I just can use my regular facial primer on my eyelids and be done with it. I have a couple of mascaras. This one has been my everyday for a while. It's the Covergirl Professional Mascara. This one is the super thick lash. I also get the blue one, which I don't know what the difference is between them. But this, what is this shade? This shade is, what does that say? Black brown. Yes, I get the black brown. I don't like black. It's too in your face. I don't like the brown because it's too light. It's too light for my eyelashes. So the black brown works. But I was like, I've been using this mascara for years. Let me try something else. I decided to try L'Oreal because I had a couple of coupons for their mascara, and I found this Voluminous Butterfly Waterproof Mascara. I really like it. The brush was a little weird. If you can see, like, it's just different. But I think that's because it's supposed to give you that butterfly effect of kind of winging up your eyelashes, and I really do like this. Like, I noticed a big difference between using that cheaper mascara I've been using and this one. So This might be the one that I test against something else. And then I've got this Perfect Point Plus eyeliner from Covergirl. I really like this eyeliner, but as I said, I had started using eyeshadow for eyeliner. I actually had this in, this is the Ebony, and then I had Espresso, which is a brown. I would wear this one. This one is for like dressing up or for really getting a more defined eye. And then I would use the Espresso for every day, like going to work, going to the store, even sometimes going to church. If I'm just dressing down any day, that's the one I would use. I ran out of the Espresso, and I've been using the eyeshadow for now. So once this one's done, I'm done with eyeliner for the time being. I've got some lip products. This is, I don't even know what the name of it is, but it's from MAC. It's their lip gloss, and it's in the color Bittersweet Me. It's a very neutral, because I like neutral makeup. I actually bought this in the airport in Barcelona, Spain, because I had some euros I had to get rid of, and I didn't have any lip makeup. And my mom and I were just like, we got to spend the money. You ain't got no lip makeup. Let's go to the MAC store and buy some stuff. So that's where this came from. I'll wear it every day, and even sometimes to dress up. I wear it as part of my everyday makeup, but I don't wear it every day because I don't always remember to put it on. And then I've got this other thing that I got for free. It's from Luscious, and it's their Pout Maker Lip Contour Crayon. It's actually kind of cool in the shape that it is, because you can really get a defined lip. But this color is the nude, which you would think I would love a nude color. I feel like it's too nude for me. It's called Perky. If I put just a little bit on, it's like, is there anything on? What was the point? Why would I buy this if it doesn't seem like if it doesn't do anything? But then if I put a lot more on, then it looks too pink and like I made a mistake. So I can't win with this thing, but if you really want a neutral look and are willing to pay for this really neutral lip, then why not give it a try? So that's it. That's all that I have in my makeup bag. I pretty much wear most of those products almost every day for my everyday look, and then I have a few others that I rotate in if I'm trying to dress up my makeup look any more than it is. But if you have any questions about any of the products, just note in the comment box below and let me know. I will be putting links to anything that I have done reviews for on my blog in the description box. I will also be including any shades for any of the products that I've mentioned, so that you can see what I wear, get the details on all of that. And then, like I said, if you have comments, just note them in the comment box below. If you like the video, please share it, please like it, and please make sure, if you're not a subscriber, I would love to have you subscribe, so then you know when I upload new videos. And I will see you in my next video. Thanks for watching.